Yo, hey, what's up guys? I think plenty of you heard about the Unkillable Hydra team I made like 2 weeks ago or something, and of course I will link that in the description and everything else. But today I had a question for myself. How can we advance this comp right here, where we have an unkillable RNG-less team for Hydra, to other areas in the game? And I made it work. We can use it in Hydra, we can use it in Clanboss, we can use it in Iron Twins, we can use it in Spider if we want to, and maybe Ice Golem if we kind of want to. I gotta figure that out a little bit else. But yeah, I want to show you today like all of them in one video. I will show you the stats and everything on the end. And for people who already made this team right here, I made a slight change in it because I wanted full auto on the beginning and not the one click anymore. And yeah, a good buddy Yannick came around and just gave me the answer how to do it. I'm gonna show you quickly the presets right here, so if you want to copy it, and I assume some of you will copy it. And that's the new preset of Man-Eater, and there's a little bit of a setup right here now, but we can start full auto and stuff, and that makes it so much better. And that's the goal of this video. Use those champions you see right here in other areas of the game and make them work. And I have the team original, like you see right here, and we just use them somewhere else. And sometimes I bring another champion in here to make it better or faster, but we still can use, of course, that team right here. But we're gonna jump for a second in Hydra, because that team right here is completely unkillable. Full auto from the beginning now, but we gotta take a look at the who's get the provoke. Of course, you always gotta take a look at the mischief head right there if he steals the turn meter, and if he goes, you gotta take a look if your Man-Eater or your Emic is provoked, and if not, you can just go ahead and do exactly what I did in the other video. I will link the video if you wanna get a full breakdown on it in the description, so you can really check it out. There is no RNG in there. We have RNG for 1 minute, and then afterwards we don't have RNG anymore because everything is set up. So I highly recommend go ahead and watch the video so you have a knowledge what we are doing right here, and so you can advance a little bit further with us. So at this point, I will stop the run now because you can check out the other video and it's full unkillable and stuff. So what else can we do? Let's bring the team somewhere else. Let's go on Clanboss. I got 2 options. One is just flat out copying the team without any like Inquisitor Shaman in here. The preset I'm gonna show because it's exactly the same one. I turned the A2 off in here, I don't know, yeah, for Clanboss because they will heal and we don't actually need the heal because Emic, his passive will increase our damage and stuff. So we can exactly go for the same preset and everything else, like the same champions in here, and Geomancer. Of course, to be honest, you can change the Geomancer in here, so you can use basically the whole team, just another DPS, and you can go ahead. Let's go ahead and I will show you for a little bit, then I will break up the run because it's not actually the run I want to like really show you. And yeah, it's basically all the same team and you can just use it. If you take another DPS, you can get a 2 key in here really easy. A 1 key might possible somehow, I don't know yet, haven't tested or so, but right now the damage is not really that great. But I want to just show you that it is working. You can just use the same exact champions from there, put them in here, so every time you break your Clanboss team or something, you always have like something in your back pocket that always can work, give you the 2 key, and you can use your gear from your original Clanboss somewhere else for a quick moment. That's what I do for sometimes, and on the end you have always something in your back pocket. So yeah, this will work 100%. I'm not gonna make the video too long because yeah, it is long by itself already. So I will break up the run here. You kind of see already it is working, and I promise you it will go to 50. If not, go in the speed calculator, check it out for yourself, and you will see it is working. But now I'm gonna break up the run and I will see you in a second. But now, what else can we do? We can use exactly kind of the same team That's what I have right here. It is basically the same. The base of the team, Emic, Painkeeper, Harris and Nude, that will be a 1 key. I haven't seen, to be honest, another DPS besides Nude that can actually 1 key, and I gotta tell you that because I tried like Feign and stuff, but they all didn't work too well. It was never a 1 key. I tried Ninja and stuff, so on the end it's gonna be Nude in this version right here. And Harris, that team right here would make your whole you can use it on Nightmare, Ultra Nightmare, Brutal and stuff. Also the other one I showed you like a second before, you can use it on all stages. That would be always nice, but I'm gonna show you quickly the preset because you maybe wanna copy it. And those are the same Painkeepers, the same Emic, and we just put a Harris and a Nude in there, 1 fusion and 1 easy to get champion because you can farm her in campaign and you always have access to her, so everything is good. So but now we got one problem. Nude is green and we got a blue one. That's the only thing that is not that great on that team, because it will now be a 2 key because of affinity issues. But I promise you, I already made a video completely showing that off. Go check it out and you see that is a 1 key. I used that team for a long time, but right now it's on a blue. So we're gonna do on a quick battle right now. I'm gonna show you that it's gonna be a 2 key minimum and it's gonna be a 1 key, I promise you. So it's 50 million here and you see our main DPS is just hitting weak affinity, so of course it's lower than usual. But that is like a 72 to 75 million most of the time, and yeah, like somewhere in between. And I will show you, for example, on Nightmare, that it is actually, is it Nightmare? Wait, I haven't focused too much. So now we got red affinity, so he's actually a good affinity on him, so you will see plenty more damage. But keep in mind, it's not gonna be 100 million or something now, it's like around, I think, 80 or something. So let's get my key in and continue the session, because there's more. 88, so you kind of see it's gonna be minimum a 1 key for Ultra Nightmare. So that's all about it. Like, bros and sisters, we got Clanboss and Hydra Clanboss, Unkillable team that can work on both exactly the same, and that's insane. Guys, you gotta leave a like on the video, please subscribe. I wanna reach 8,000 subscribers to do stuff like that on the test server, so I don't have to waste my own resources, and afterwards I won't bother you anymore with 8,000 subscribers and stuff. But yeah, I gotta mention it because you could really help me out. And now we're gonna continue. Let's go in Iron Trends, because we have different versions. We can just use exactly wait, let me show you the preset. So it is exactly the same team. I already showed you the preset. I'm gonna show you again. But yeah, it is just the same thing. And we can use it in Iron Trends. And yep, let's go ahead and take a look at the run. It is not the fastest in the world. I made faster ones because, yeah, instead of the Man-Eater I can use another DPS. I will show you that afterwards. But yeah, it's not the fastest in the world, but keep in mind, you're just having the same champions doing the same thing, same gear, and doing all the funny stuff in this game. And Hydra plus Clanboss and then Iron Trends is amazingly on his own. And I can bet today I'm not gonna show you a Phantom Shagoon run, because I haven't set it up right now, but I'm 100% certain that Emic and one of those two Painkeepers can be fit in there, and you can make the team I already made. Check out the video I already did, and it's basically the same, because one of those Painkeeper has 252 speed right now, and the Painkeeper I used in the Shagoon video was 250. So I'm pretty sure I can make it work exactly how it was, but I just didn't set it up because I didn't have too much time to actually, yeah, use that gear removal 100% thingy too much. That's kind of what I did right here, and I hope you appreciate it, guys, because it is a ton of work to do all these things. You think about so much. So we got 1 minute and 10. That is nice, not the fastest in the world, but still really nice. To be honest, really nice. And yeah, let's go ahead and check out the other one. I shouldn't have pressed that one. So let's go ahead, and what I used like the couple days before, it is just the same, but I used the same nude I used in my Clanboss, fit him in here, and it works too. So kind of, you can decide for yourself what you're gonna do. You can use a cold heart, you could, yeah, whatever. Right now the affinity is kind of weak for our nude, because yeah, he's green, the boss is blue, he won't hit too hard right now, so the one is not the fastest in the world too. But keep in mind, you can just use a cold heart. Probably a cold heart is better in here. Yeah, the animations are slower, faster on a cold heart, and yeah, that's probably 1 DPS. But to be honest, I maybe use just the man-eater thing, and will use, I don't know yet, I haven't decided, but I have all the options in the world. I can just, yeah, it is slower right now. Because he takes too much animations, and he's actually not hitting too hard because of weak hits. And he will cleanse sometimes the burn from the boss, because he will make him counter attack and stuff. And yeah, but on the end you can decide for yourself. Do it that way, do it that way. Find a little bit faster solution for yourself. I don't know, use the overgaming 2 cold hearts in here or something. The overgaming, a good buddy of mine did a video with 2 cold hearts. Check that one out. And yeah, there is plenty of options in here. You can use whatever you want, but the base is the same. You can use the same champions and be successful. Nice. And now Phantom Shagoon, I'm pretty sure I can make work. I can make a team work, no doubt, but I haven't set it up right now. So what have I used in here last? I wasn't supposed to show you that one, but I'm sorry. So let's go into Spider, because I can make Spider work with kind of the same team, but obviously every one of you is like, oh, that has some kind of knowledge, is like, hey, the Geomancer does not fit in here, he does nothing. And yeah, you are true, you are 100% correct, but I will just show you like the idea of it, because you can bring other champions in here, and you can, a Kentum in my opinion would be like cool if you want to use it. This one is nothing I want to show you that is too mind-blowing or something, but I just want to show you how you can use those champions in the same areas and everything is still okay. Of course, we had to use another DPS in here to actually kill the boss, but I'm gonna show you that yeah, we are unkillable. I made a run, it went for 24 minutes and we have been completely unkillable. Of course, we didn't kill the boss, but it is stable. You can use it using a Campton in here. So if you do 10% more damage than the boss get healed, over time you win anyway. But yeah, like I said, this one is nothing to brag about or something. It's just, hey, look at that, you can use it if you want to. If you have nothing else and you want to kind of use the same team, maybe the G-Nut in here is just the thing you need and everything is okay. So on the end, it is something kind of cool to show, but nothing too special, to be honest. So I think many of you have better teams, but yeah, you could use your gear on other champions if you go like that. Take the time a little bit from like your 20-second ones to maybe 1.5 minutes, maybe faster. And yeah, you can decide for yourself, maybe get some room for your arena teams and stuff. So we will jump into Ice Golem quickly, but I haven't set up the priest. I think I can make it work that the second wave is probably the most problem, because we have to go into tune, and I think I can make it work. I haven't thought about too much, but I made like a test run and it was kind of stable and it was working. But yeah, it's just another thing. I want to share the idea. You can do it right here, and I probably cut to the end when we just, almost killed the boss and stuff, because it's not the fastest run in the world, but I just want to show you, hey, something crazy like that is possible in the game. And even now, we got the new content on the horizon. Maybe we need our gear. Maybe, to be honest, maybe if we have that team right here set up for the new content, that could be actually game breaking. We have Unkillable the whole time, we have that and that and that all the time, and maybe, maybe not, but it is something cool you might want to set up before it's actually happening, because you can also cleanse up your gear from other champions, put in arena gear and Hydra stuff and your second teams and stuff. So, but now I will cut to the end. Yeah, so we reached the boss. I'm gonna jump in a little bit early, but yeah, it is insane what this kind of team can do. And sometimes I'm pretty impressed with myself, like what can I actually do in this game and kind of break the game in a good sense, because it's so easy to get a couple champions in your roster that it's not easy to get them in the roster, but they're like fusion champions, and if you can do stuff with less champions over the board, like in all dungeons, you have more room to actually use your gear and have fun in the arena maybe, because you don't need the best stuff in the world for all that thingies. And we will take a look at the stats after we finish the run, because yeah, they are important. You kind of already saw them in the presets all the time, but we're gonna go over them. I'm gonna show you the sets that I had on the champions. There are not too many, I think it's 7 or 8. There will be a couple more when we implant the Phantom Shagoon in it. But like I said, no problem, I can do it easy. And just haven't found the time. And of course, if you want to support me and you want me to feel a little bit better, you can press the like button. If I see more likes on it, I'm obviously more happy, because my work gets more respect and stuff. And yeah, it just feels better. Who am I kidding? It is how it is. Oh, a hex one, that's nice. We got air, that's not nice. Alright, let's jump into the stats of the champions, because they do matter. But before we're gonna start, I'm gonna show Shamael, because yes, we gotta take a look first, because I might forget him. Which one was it? Yeah, it was that one. And right now he's missing one piece, but that doesn't matter at all, because he is just supposed to go really slow, like the slowest you can ever go. The resist you can probably skip, to be honest, and I made it just to be safe, but the resist you don't need. And he's just when you build him, don't use damage, just don't use damage and don't use speed. That's the only thing. He's not doing anything in there, just to use his passive all the time. There's nothing else that he will be a use in the Unkillable Hydra team than just having the passive up and don't kill bosses. That's his purpose in that one. And yeah, masteries, we don't have like War Master or so. That's kind of what I said, because we don't want him to kill anyone. So let's go ahead and take a look at those other ones. Recently used first, you can go away please. Emic, the golden piece of everything. And his speed is 271, I can just tell you by knowing it. And the rest is, it kind of depends. If you have Phantom Touch on him, you want accuracy a little bit more. So first of all, you want the speed, then you want the resistance. It's around 450 on the Hell Hades side, but people told me that I might be wrong and you need like 600, but I'm not too sure. I checked out the hellhades.com and I checked it out there, and it said 450, and that's what I do, and it's working fine for me, because later on we don't have RNG in our Hydra thingies and stuff, and that's why you need the resistance on him. And I will give you a special thingy. Lightning Cage is super cool on him for Hydra, so you can attract the Mischief Head on him most of the time, but it will be like over when the Mischief Head is already gone. So basically you have all the time him as a Mischief tank because of Lightning Cage, and more easy. Of course you can do it without Lightning Cage, but it's kind of sometimes the Mischief Head is gonna aim for another champion, and then you gotta have the resistance, and you have to get through one more RNG trigger. But yeah, that's just how it is. And yeah, I have War Master on him because I use him in other stages and stuff. So let's check out the Geo. Geo has 250 speed and has accuracy. Yeah, and that's it. Of course, he needs to be fully booked and stuff, and I recommend that one to just make out the that you extend the burns, and yeah, it will have all for your damage. And yeah, I showed you the War Master, and not the War Master, Masteries, but yeah, just don't use War Master or something on him, just for your Hydra team to make it more easy for you, and you should be okay. It doesn't even matter if you have no Iron Twins or so. So let's check out the Man Eater. And I have to tell you, if you have live arena bonuses in those kind of teams, that does not matter if you have none or you have full, because you're kind of basically boosting the whole team by the same amount, and it could be possible that you have plus 20 and it could go out of sync a little bit, but then you could just have to like consider your live arena bonuses and just make them slower in general, but you keep up the same speed on live arena. But in general, I have done plenty of takeovers of that team for Hydra, and yeah, it was always okay. There was no problems because of live arena bonuses. That's why I say that probably doesn't matter at all if you have 0 or 20. So we got 270, 1 speed below Emic, and 100% crit rate and crit damage a little bit. I don't know why I have it, but I don't recommend building him. Damage wise, we got a little bit too low resistance right now. I don't know why, but he has block debuffs the whole time in those comps, and that's why he just needs to get the first turn resisted, and you should be okay the whole match all the time, because he has always block debuffs. He is always using block debuffs for 2 turns, the skill, then the other skill, then gut reset, and then using the A2 or A3, the block debuff skill again, and he has block debuffs the whole time. So keep that in mind if you want to build him. Yeah, 270 speed, resistance. Those are the masteries. He has War Master. It's okay, it doesn't hurt me too much, but like I said, if you want to control your damage on Hydra a little bit more, you just skip it, but it shouldn't be such a huge problem. So, Painkeeper 1. He has 260 speed, resistance, and the rest is kind of on HP, because yeah, I probably want to use him in, not that one probably, but I will use him in Shogun, so I will just use HP, and his heal is better when you have more HP, and that's why I recommend first speed, resistance, and then HP. And masteries, we do have War Master here, but nothing else special. The second Painkeeper is 252, and then he got resistance, and the rest is kind of on HP. That one has more HP, and I think I will use that one in my Shogun run, so he will be more tanky and more HP wise, so he can heal a little bit more, and he also can do Phantom Shogun without being targeted all the time, because yeah, on Shogun, if you have a champion that has too low HP requirements, the Shogun boss will attack actually the guy who looks like an easy snack for him. So yes, War Master is here also, and the rest is kind of doesn't matter. Of course, all the time avoid everything that gives you turn meter or gives you speed or something like that. If you use it, that's your own fault, and you gotta just undo it again and you will be okay. But avoid on every champion stuff that turns your that boosts your turn meter or gives you speed in general, something like that. So our Gina, 261 speed, 272 crit damage, crit rate is up, We got 340 accuracy. It's kind of a little bit too low. I want 350. And probably if I want to use him in Nightmare, okay, I kind of do the Unkillable thing. But if I want to use him in Hydra, Brutal or something, maybe the accuracy is a little bit too low. But most of the time you're not using the 8-2 on those kind of stages anyway. So yeah, we got 261 speed, then the accuracy. We don't have resistance on so because he's just using the Clanboss variation and the Iron Twin variation, and everything is okay. He has the instinct set and masteries are like following. And that's it, what I really want to say about him for Clanboss. If you want the legit 1 key all the time thingy, you kind of need a Brimstone on him. 3-star is like really recommended, but the 1-star can also help you really good because he's attacking really often. I think per turn he's getting 6 hits out, so it's really likely that you get your Brimstone to proc before the boss takes a turn again, so a 1-star is recommended. Without Brimstone you cannot do the 1 key. I promised you that, and it's sad for me to say because I want more champions in there that can do the job. But at this point I just found him. Maybe a Turvold or something like super insane, maybe super overpowered things can work too. But yeah, you need a Brimstone for the Clanboss variation. And let's go on the last champion. Just see 7 champions. Okay, 8. Doing all those dungeons, unkillable, everything. Whew. Insane, man. So I made her do damage. But not I didn't give her the best gear in the world. 217 speed, 100% crit rate, 200 crit damage, and I gave her a poison set. So she can do more damage in Clanboss and will be better than usual when you're just not using toxic sets, because we don't have another poison placer or so. That's why she's actually good in a poison set. You also can use probably your Painkeepers in a poison set, if you can do it with the resistance and all that. And yeah, if you can do it, that would be better, to be honest. Way better. It's more consistent, but it's not possible for me. So yeah, I doubt it I will ever use it, but that's just how it is. And those are the champions we used in the video. It's a longer video because plenty of dungeons, plenty of showcases, plenty of champions, but I tried to give you all the information you need. I don't know how fixed those speeds are. If you go like 1 speed below 252 on your Painkeeper, does it still gonna work? Guys, please don't ask me that. I can simply not give you the answer right now because it's a little bit too complicated for each individual to check out if he's got the right thing. I will put a link in the video description where you can download the speed calculator and you can check that all out for yourself. The only way you cannot check is the Hydra, but on Hydra you got wiggle rooms. Like you can go 2 speeds lower on your like Geomancer and stuff. Maybe then he doesn't fit anymore in Iron Twins. That's kind of the point what I'm trying to make right now. It is super complicated, so I probably think you should aim for the same speeds, and maybe you can try it out and it works for you and I will be super happy for you, but I just can't simply do it for you, or you gotta check it out for yourself. Go into speed calculator, try it out just by try and error and see what's going up. And yeah, that will be the end of the video. Please don't forget to leave a like on the video. It means a ton to me, so I can actually work in this game like I want and not be limited all the time. Subscribe, and yeah, I hope I see you in the next video, and yeah, have a nice day.